Welcome to Wrestling Union. Thank you to those who took the time to ask me a question. Always great to do these kind of videos, so let's get right into it. From Silver Giefer, I probably butchered that name completely, so I apologize if I butcher any other names in this video. It most likely will happen, so I'm sorry. How old are you and where are you from? I'm 23 years old, born on September 7th, 1994, so yeah, I'm ancient. I'm an old man. I'm way past my prime, and I'm from Shannon, Ireland, a small town that none of you have ever heard of, but yeah, I'm Irish. I love potatoes, and this is not even my accent.
This is, but it'd be fair bad if I was talking like this all the time.
Okay, enough of that. Good to see a question from you, dude. Thanks. From Rihan Niaz. Again, I'm sorry if I butcher the names. My question, would you meet me in person? Of course I would, Rihan. But we'll have to meet at a specific time, a specific location. And we gotta wear something casual. We'll have to blend in. Then we'll talk. Yeah. This has been a long time coming, Rihan. No, but seriously, I would love to hang out with you all. Plus, this channel is called Wrestling Union, so what I want is a union, where we'll all come together and form an alliance. How does that sound, huh? Because it sounds frickin' sweet to me, I'll tell you that much. We'll even show up at a wrestling show along with our own theme song, and just be badass, you know? From Michael Carr. Thank you for the questions, by the way. It's totally cool that you left 6 questions. I like that a lot, so don't worry about leaving too many questions. The more, the better. Anyway, his first question. What did you think of the 2018 Royal Rumble pay-per-view? I can only comment on the 2 Royal Rumble matches as they were the only matches I actually watched, so I'll start with the men's Royal Rumble. It wasn't the worst Royal Rumble match, but it wasn't anything special either. You had a few memorable moments, of course starting with Kofi Kingston. That was alright. He always does something crazy in a Royal Rumble match, so yeah, pretty cool. We had Rey Mysterio return. He looked better than ever, and we had Shinsuke win it, which I didn't see coming at all, and I'm okay with him winning, but I do feel he was most likely not even on the list of guys to win it at first. I'm guessing it just sort of happened and he got lucky, and WWE just said, fuck it, let Shinsuke win it, whatever. And with the women's Royal Rumble match and what happened in that, it felt like WWE didn't focus on the men's Royal Rumble match too much. Rather, they wanted to focus on Ronda Rousey making her debut, which would have been fine, but the way they went about things, it ended up very awkward and cringy a little bit. She came out, pointed at the WrestleMania sign, and I was sitting there just watching it, feeling uncomfortable. You really have to watch it to understand what I'm talking about, and the way they went about it, it was horrible. They messed it up completely. I do think Ronda is pretty cool, and I'm glad to see her in WWE. I hope she does well. But yeah, that Royal Rumble show, it was mostly a forgettable show with just a few memorable moments, along with that really cringy, uncomfortable ending. But I'm sure she'll do great from here on. If you had to recommend any WWE 2K game, which one would it be? 2K15, 16, 17, or 18? Well, WWE 2K15 was not a good start for the next generation of wrestling games. As you all know, the gameplay was very slow, stiff, it took forever to pull off moves, it took forever to just get on the turnbuckle. It was a very slowed down WWE game, and I think that's what really made me want to just move on very quickly to 2K16. And in that game, they did improve many aspects, and they would continue that with 2K17 and 18. So I think whatever the latest 2K game is, that's the one I would go for. So I guess my answer is 2K18 because that's the best version of a WWE 2K game you will get as of right now. Not the best wrestling game ever, hell no, definitely not, but definitely the best WWE 2K game ever. I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's pretty much my answer to that one, buddy. What are your thoughts on Star Wars: The Last Jedi? I did not watch it, and that's because I'm not really a Star Wars fan. But I do like certain characters. Obviously, you have Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, especially Han Solo. I think he's a fucking badass. And in general, Harrison Ford is just a badass guy. I'll listen to friends like Extreme's Edge talk about it, and I'll try to make a conversation with him. But to watch the movies over and over, or buy the video games today, nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not saying they're bad movies, it's just, as a kid, I grew up watching Harry Potter. So what Star Wars is to you, that is what Harry Potter is to me. I've watched the Harry Potter movies over and over and over again. I've played every game it offered. I had posters of Harry Potter on my wall at one point. But sadly, Harry Potter is no more. It's over, and I do think Star Wars has its cool moments. I'm glad people have something to love, and when they have kids in the future, they will love Star Wars. And I think it will live on for a very, very long time. It's not slowing down anytime soon, which is cool because we all should have something to love, you know? We all should have that one thing to just escape from reality and just immerse ourselves into that world. And with you guys, Star Wars, with me, it's like Harry Potter or Rick and Morty. So yeah, that's awesome. And while I'm not a big fan of it, it does have elements I enjoy for sure, but I'm just not in any rush to watch The Last Jedi. Maybe this year I'll check it out sometime with a friend. I did watch The Force Awakens, but the only thing I really focused on was Han Solo. I didn't really care about anything else. Will you review Showdown Legends of Wrestling? I would love to. Any wrestling game I can get a hold of, I will definitely review it, and I would love to re-review some games too, since a lot of the wrestling games I have reviewed are quite old now, and I also wasn't that great at making videos back then. I think I have improved in some ways, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's a thing I would definitely do if I had the games again, re-review them, and if I had the chance to review Showdown Legends of Wrestling, I totally would. But that's the thing, I don't have any old wrestling games anymore, I don't have old consoles, I only have a PS4, and I only have 2K18, along with, you know, the other wrestling games like 5-Star Wrestling and the other 2K games, but they're all uninstalled, and I don't think I have to re-review those anytime soon. They're still very newish, they're not that old. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting the old consoles and wrestling games again, but never say never. What is your favorite WrestleMania of all time? Honestly, I really don't know. And I've tried to think about it over the years, but it's very difficult. You see, I have a favorite WrestleMania match, and that's HBK versus Taker at WrestleMania 25. But that's just one match, and I didn't really enjoy the rest of WrestleMania 25. The whole thing was kind of forgettable, actually. Maybe WrestleMania 24, it had HBK versus Flair, it had Edge versus Taker, it had the Money in the Bank match, and I actually enjoyed that Belfast Brawl at the beginning too. So maybe WrestleMania 24, definitely high on the list. I can say that much. What is your least favorite WrestleMania of all time? Oof, there have been some stinkers, I'll tell you that much. WrestleMania 27 comes to mind, WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 25. That was pretty bad, except for the magical match with HBK vs. Taker. But other than that, it was a pretty bad show. Probably gonna have to go with WrestleMania 27. That was not a good show. Not at all. So yeah, maybe 27, but 25 and 29 are most certainly on that list too. Well, those were the questions. I can't stress enough how great you are for taking the time out of your day to ask me a question. Thank you very, very much. I'll definitely do more in the future, but yeah, my voice is going, so thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day or night, and I shall see you next time. But for now, please, take care.